What's going on, everybody? I am Josh, your host, user unknown. This is UCW. I'm a little out of breath. I just had to run up and down the stairs. Tonight, we've got Keith versus Ryan Davis in an Extreme Rules Championship match. Eric Irons and Kurt Irons take on Travis Troy and Angus Wade in an Extreme Rules Tag Team match. Owen Draven and Bruce Scarlett will go at it. We've got Akari Uemoto and Alex Knight going at it in a one-on-one, it's supposed to be an Extreme Rules match, should be an Extreme Rules match. Last man standing, Jaden versus Shizuka Kitano in a last woman standing match, my correction, for the UCW Women's Hardcore Championship match. This is a rematch for Jaden from last week. And we've got Chaotic taking on Alexander Kelly for the UCW Hardcore Championship. The championships aren't showing up above them on some of them. I'm not really sure why. I'm pretty sure I've got them as modified matches. For the stream, y'all get the blanket pulled back just a little bit. Once again, this is UCW. UCW Awakening specifically. If you're new here, like, follow, and subscribe. Drop a comment if you liked it, or if you got any recommendations or things you want to see. All of the links are down at the bottom right-hand corner all the time. They're also fairly regularly posted throughout different social medias, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We got it all now. Keith makes his way down to the ring, looking to take home his first championship in UCW. Former Rockstar sensation, now turned wrestler, made his way to the #1 contender spot of the Worldwide Division. By far, one of our best and most impressive here on UCW. And our UCW Worldwide Champion, Ryan... it's doing the belt thing again. It's doing the belt thing again. I'm going to have to restart the game. Okay. I'll do that after Awakening, just because I don't want the match card to redo and all that stupid stuff. The belt's supposed to look cool. It doesn't. Ryan Davis making his way down to the ring. Let me get everything back in where it's supposed to be. We've got the beginning of the match going on. I'm doing streamer things though, so I can't. I'm not paying attention to that at the moment. It's my bad. There we go. Okay. Collar and elbow tie up between Ryan Davis and Keith. Keith throws back Ryan Davis. Another collar and elbow tie up. This seems to be Keith's go-to at the beginning of the match. Ryan Davis. No, Keith getting control. Got the arm trapped of Ryan Davis. Champion not in a good position here. Keith really looking in control right now, really wrenching that arm down. The wrist lock, applying the pressure to the middle. I don't know if y'all have ever had the vein on the middle of your wrist pushed. That shit do be hurting. Now with the arm behind the back of Ryan Davis, Keith flips him over his shoulder, now with a headlock. Ryan Davis, the champion, not looking very good right now against the very formidable Keith, apparently. This is a very long headlock. Ryan Davis seems to be struggling to get out. Big knee to the back from Keith. Rolling Ryan Davis over. Dropping the knee down on the head. Keith is really feeling it now. Feeling unstoppable. Big punch to the gut. Then a kick as well. Flips him over. What's the drum monkey? The former bandmate of Keith comes down to the ring. Keith escapes the ring. Going underneath it. Drum Monkey, what's he trying to do? Big kendo stick shot across the face of Drum Monkey from Keith. Keith was really prepared tonight. Looking absolutely unstoppable, putting Drum Monkey down. Keith makes his way back into the ring. No, back up to the top rope. He's focused on Drum Monkey. Down onto him. Drum Monkey slamming Keith down, making his way out of the arena. This did not go the way that he was planning. Keith still looking really good right now, amped up and ready. These two men are now exchanging blows. Keith with a chop across the chest. Ryan Davis with a slap across the face. Catching the arm of Keith with two slaps across the face of his own. Once again, catching the arm of Keith. Ryan Davis showing life. Big kick to the gut, up to the middle rope. Double axe handle down. Bouncing off the ropes. Ryan Davis, big elbow drop. Big elbow drop once again from Ryan Davis. Calling Keith up to his feet. Might be nap time. Throws Keith into the ropes. Slams him down. Going for the cover on Keith. Ryan Davis. A 2 count. Champion almost retains. Ryan Davis stomps on the hand of Keith. Slams the elbow down onto the mat. Up to the top rope. Ryan Davis. Keith up to his feet. Takes Ryan Davis back down off that rope. He's got the head scissor locked in. Elbows down on the top of the head of Ryan Davis. Bouncing off the ropes. Going for the cover. Keith looking to win this match right here and now. Only a 1 count for the challenger. Over Ryan Davis, up to the middle rope. Ryan Davis with a big kick to the chest. Keith throws Ryan Davis into the ropes. Big scoop slam from Keith. Up to the middle rope. He's walking along it. The ref won't move. That was a huge elbow from Keith down onto Ryan Davis. Going for the cover. Almost kicks out, or almost gets the pin. I don't know what happened there. My brain just completely shut off. Keith grabbing a chair. Big chair shot across the face of Ryan Davis. And he's looking for another. Ryan Davis dropping the face of Keith down onto his knees. Picking up that chair. Focusing on the midsection of Keith. Big chair shots. He's looking to get Keith up to his feet. Ryan Davis kick to the midsection. He's got the head trapped. Down onto his head. That could be it for Keith. Small package power driver. And the 3 count for Ryan Davis. He retains. Surely the disturbance of Drum Monkey caused some type of distraction in the mind of Keith. Or maybe Ryan Davis really is just that good. UCW Awakening on Mondays. Like, follow, and subscribe for more. Streaming on Sunday. In our next match, we've got Kurt and Eric Irons taking on Angus Wade and Travis Troy in an Extreme Rules tag match. These 4 gentlemen are some of the best tag team wrestlers around as far as UCW is concerned. Angus Wade and Travis Troy coming straight out of Friday Night Fights, being on UCW since its development and first episode. And then you've got Kurt and Eric Irons, two twin brothers who have gone through every indie development center there is and have now landed in UCW. There they are right now. Skull Collectors? You got a couple of tag teams with some similar names. Bear with me. And their music is completely cut out. Oh, there we go. The Skull Collectors. See, I knew it was one of the Skull names. Making their way to the ring. All 4 of these gentlemen want to get farther in this tag team division. Making their way to the ring, we've got Angus Wade and Travis Troy. They are the Death Skulls. Once again, this is a 2-on-2 Extreme Rules match. Nothing beyond that. Angus Wade taking the attack to Eric Irons early. Kurt Irons taking the attack to Travis Troy. Angus Wade slamming Eric Irons down onto his back. Kurt Irons not in a good position either. Travis Troy has those legs trapped. He's playing the guitar on the legs of Kurt Irons. Angus Wade has Travis Troy up as well. Slams him down, or Eric Irons, Jesus. Travis Troy with a big punch to the face of Kurt Irons. Picking him up, slams him back down on his back. Angus Wade with a huge lariat, taking Eric Irons back down. Travis Troy walks across the back of Kurt Irons. This man is truly a showman, hitting a little bit of a little dance on him. Hit a little dancey dance. Big elbow across the face from Eric Irons to Travis Troy, taking the fight to Angus Wade as well with a huge knee. Big clothesline takes out Travis Troy. Eric Irons heads outside. Travis Troy dazed and confused on his feet. Angus Wade taking the fight to Kurt Irons now. Throws him into the ropes. Big elbow from Angus Wade sends Kurt Irons back down onto the apron. Eric Irons taking the fight to Travis Troy outside. Big shots with the lariat. Angus Wade, what's this? He's got the arms of Kurt Irons trapped, dropping the forearm down on the back of the head. Eric Irons. Angus Wade misses the middle rope springboard leg drop. Words are hard. Takes the big forearm across the back of Eric Irons. Kurt Irons disrupting the action. Huge suicide dive from Eric Irons onto the outside. Takes Travis Troy out once again. Working the arm now, hitting it down onto the apron. We've got Kurt Irons looking to do anything against Angus Wade. Angus Wade with another reversal. Big elbows to the gut. Huge clothesline takes out Kurt Irons. Chair shot from Eric Irons takes out Travis Troy once again. Travis Troy not in a good position. He was having a good time at the beginning of this match, but not so much anymore. Kurt Irons has got the much larger Angus Wade up on his shoulders. Drops him down. Travis Troy showing life outside against Eric Irons. Throws him back into the ring. He's making his way in now as well. Angus Wade making his way back up to his feet. Not before the head is wrenched by Kurt Irons. Leading him up against the ropes. Big punches to the face. Travis Troy fighting back against Eric Irons. Kurt Irons making up where Eric Irons is letting go. Throws him against the ropes. Huge German suplex going for the cover on Travis Troy. Not even a 1 count. Grabbing Angus Wade. He's got the head trapped. Reverse DDT takes Angus Wade down to his feet. Eric Irons, wheelbarrow, huge neck breaker. He's going for the cover. Angus Wade barely able to make it to his feet. A 2 count. Only a 2 count. Travis Troy able to kick out. Kurt Irons, the huge chair shot to Angus Wade. Now a guillotine. No. Slams him down, going for the cover on Angus Wade. Eric Irons looking to win this match. Angus Wade able to kick out at 2. Travis Troy with a kick to the midsection. Running across the ropes. Drops him down on his knees. Kurt Irons right there. Big knee to the face. Sends Travis Troy to the ground. Angus Wade's making his way up to his feet. Can he make it in time to break up the pin? He does. Only a 1 count for Kurt Irons. Eric Irons with the sledgehammer. Angus Wade flips Kurt Irons over his back. Going for the cover on Kurt Irons. Eric Irons fighting Angus Wade over the body of his brother. Angus Wade throws him into the corner. Off the middle rope. Takes out both of his opponents with a huge springboard attack. Throwing the trash can in, almost hitting his teammate. Over the top rope, Travis Troy going over to Kurt Irons. Eric Irons taking the fight to both men. Angus Wade throws him into the ropes. He's got him over his head. Flips him down. Huge suplex from Angus Wade. He's got Kurt Irons now as well. Kurt Irons with the DDT. Travis Troy dazed and confused against the ropes. Eric Irons makes it up to his feet. Kurt Irons making his way back into the ring. Angus Wade laying lifeless on the outside. Travis Troy with a huge reversal. Eric Irons going outside. He's got something planned for Travis Troy. DDT on the apron. Sends him down. Kurt Irons taking the attack to Angus Wade once again. Eric Irons has got that sledgehammer as well. Goading his opponent to stand up. Going to drop it down on the midsection. He misses. Another missed hammer shot from Eric Irons. Travis Troy taking the fight to him. What's this? Flips him up. Huge suplex. honestly, even a power bomb. Angus Wade has got the head of Kurt Irons trapped. Travis Troy picks up the trash can, moves it out of the way, goes over to Kurt Irons, goes to stomp on the ankle. Kurt Irons reverses, gets up to his feet. Angus Wade catching Eric Irons. Huge leg drop on the outside from Angus Wade. Makes his way back into the ring. Travis Troy making his way around the ring. Kurt Irons makes his way to his feet. Eric Irons also makes his way to his feet. Huge jumping clothesline from Kurt Irons takes out Angus Wade. Travis Troy reverses the German suplex hold. Drops Kurt Irons down on his neck with a suplex of his own. Angus Wade catches up to Eric Irons. Looking to throw him into the steel steps, barely missing. Travis Troy makes his way into the ring. Jumping splash from Angus Wade seems to have done a lot of damage to Eric Irons. He's picking up that table now. What's he looking to do with that? Travis Troy up to the top rope. Kurt Irons makes his way up to his feet. Off the top rope, huge corkscrew takes out Kurt Irons. Angus Wade with a kick to the midsection. He's got him up. Huge rock bottom type move to Eric Irons. Angus Wade grabbing the steel steps now, throwing them at Eric Irons. Travis Troy, once again, the only man in the ring, grabbing the chair. Elbow drop from Angus Wade, does a lot of damage. Chair shot once again from Travis Troy. Angus Wade gets Eric Irons into the middle of the ring. Stomps on the back. Big punch to the gut. He's setting up that table. What's he looking to do? Travis Troy makes his way into the ring. Angus Wade calling Eric Irons up to his feet. Big kick to the midsection. He's got him up. Spinning him around. Huge power bomb from Angus Wade. Eric Irons is laid out in the middle of the ring. The Death Skulls win. Angus Wade and Travis Troy are able to get the W. Angus Wade and Travis Troy and Kurt Irons still going on at it on the outside over there, apparently. If you're new here, welcome in. Welcome in. Like, follow, subscribe. This is UCW Awakening, our Monday night show, streaming live on Sundays at the moment. Up next, we've got Owen Draven versus Bruce Scarlett. This is a one-on-one scheduled match. Bruce Scarlett making his UCW Awakening debut. However, the tensions between these two men when it was announced that Bruce Scarlett would be coming in have been high. I do not know if we will make it to the ring with this one, ladies and gentlemen. I have heard various rumors. Yes, they are ready to go in the back right now. Security is on its way, but it is a large arena here tonight. Huge knee from Bruce Scarlett takes out Owen Draven very early on. He drops the elbow down on him. This is absolute carnage in the backstage area. Drops the knee down on the elbow once again. He's got the head trapped. Bruce Scarlett, not even looking to have his first match, throws Owen Draven up onto those boxes. Bruce Scarlett being a longtime wrestler and Owen Draven being one of the oldest talents on UCW's roster, it is completely understandable. These two men have a lot of history. He's got the head trapped. Oh no. Owen Draven showing a little bit of life now. This is a very dangerous situation these two men have gotten themselves into. Throwing him off those boxes. Big punch to the face from Bruce Scarlett. Oh my God. Owen Draven, that was not a good way to land on his head. Dropping the chair down on him. Huge chair shots from Bruce Scarlett. Where is security? Do we have security? I'm just an announcer. I don't make these decisions. Surely somebody paid somebody in a black shirt. Owen Draven down on top of that chair. Bruce Scarlett immediately back up to his feet, taking the attack right back to him. What's this? Down on top of his head on the concrete. That is a parking space, ladies and gentlemen. Throws him down. Bruce Scarlett feeling the energy of the crowd, or maybe it's just his own. He's got the head of Owen Draven. They are over there next to that industrial light. This is not a good position. Those electrical boxes over on the wall are open. Huge kick from Owen Draven stops the attack from Bruce Scarlett. He's got him up, flips him over. Bruce Scarlett with a huge reversal. Owen Draven. Big punches across the face, and then one to the midsection. Dropping the foot down onto the back of Bruce Scarlett. Owen Draven is climbing up to the top of whatever that is. Bruce Scarlett making his way up there with Owen Draven. Owen Draven obviously back down. Bruce Scarlett making his way back down. Something tells me they are going to tweak out about this stage box. Owen Draven standing up there, coming down to Bruce Scarlett. Bruce Scarlett going back up. Owen Draven walking over towards that elevator. It opens up. Bruce Scarlett making his way down. Owen Draven and Bruce Scarlett both on the same plane of existence at the moment. Wrenching the arm, snapping it back. Bruce Scarlett catching the punch with a punch of his own. Flips him over, drops the feet down on Owen Draven. He's once again climbing up that ladder, now to a higher section of the backstage area, looking to go up to that scaffolding. This is getting increasingly dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Owen Draven just taking the elevator. Running over to Bruce Scarlett. Bruce Scarlett jumping down onto that other section. Owen Draven's got him by the back of the neck. Huge kick to the legs. Flips over. German suplex. That did a lot of damage to the neck of Bruce Scarlett. He's got Bruce Scarlett back up to his feet. Standing coup de grace. Stomping down on the head of Bruce Scarlett. Owen Draven climbs back up. Making his way over back to that elevator. Standing next to that fire extinguisher. I don't like what he's thinking. Bruce Scarlett with a chop across the chest. Huge DDT from Bruce Scarlett. Busts Owen Draven wide open. I have just received word this is now a UCW sanctioned match. This being on Awakening, this is allowed. With us being an Extreme Rules, no holds barred, false count anywhere show. This is all part of the brand. Huge neck breaker from Bruce Scarlett. Owen Draven showing signs of life, fighting back. Big elbows to the midsection. Going for a clothesline. Bruce Scarlett reverses, chops across the chest. Huge slap across the face, then a punch to the midsection. Drops him down on his neck. Both men going for running attacks. Bruce Scarlett connects with that huge Superman punch. Big kick across the leg. He's got the head trapped. Dropping him down onto his knee. Huge small package driver. Throwing Owen Draven back over towards that elevator. Big kick to the leg. Owen Draven not looking good in this situation. Bruce Scarlett slams him back down onto his back onto the metal walkway of the backstage area. If you are new, welcome in, welcome in. This is UCW Awakening. Like, follow, and subscribe. It's always appreciated. Comment, get active in chat. I got nothing better to do. Drops Owen Draven back down onto his back. Bruce Scarlett looking to take Owen Draven out. Huge kick to the gut. Flips over. Bruce Scarlett is able to win this match. What started out as a backstage fight between two men became a UCW Awakening sanctioned match. Next, we've got Akira Uemoto versus Alexis Knight in a one-on-one Extreme Rules match for the UCW Hardcore Championship, or the Women's Championship. It's the Women's Championship. I'm a great booker, great host. I know exactly what I'm doing. My card sheet just doesn't have championship names on it. That's it. Akira Uemoto and Alexis Knight in the ring. Alexis Knight towering over the much smaller Akira. She seems to have just realized that. Huge chop across the chest from Alexis Knight. Akira up against that top rope. Huge chop across the chest once again. Working the legs. She's got Akira up, drops her back down. That was a big move from Alexis Knight. Stomping on the hand, then an elbow drop to the back of Akira. I need the ref to learn his camera angles. Akira once again, huge drop down onto her knee. Able to reverse, catching the leg of Alexis Knight. Alexis Knight just too quick, able to fight back. She's got her huge powerbomb coming. Oh my God. Akira looking very vulnerable in this match. Usually a dominant women's competitor on UCW. Huge stomp across the back from Alexis Knight. Now down onto the shoulder and elbow. Working over the steel steps. Now getting something from underneath the ring. She's got a kendo stick. Alexis Knight taking the fight to Akira. Going for the cover. Akira able to kick out. Bouncing the back of Akira off of the ring. Big kick to the face from Akira, showing signs. Big chop across the chest, takes her back out. Working the neck of Akira on the top rope now. Throws her into the ropes. Big kick to the face. Alexis Knight stumbling. Akira went for a clothesline, not just yet able to take her out. Huge elbow sends Akira rolling. Dropping the arm down onto the neck of Akira while it's draped across the knee. Throwing the kendo stick at the face as well. Huge chop across the chest from Alexis Knight. Throwing Akira back. She's got her by the back of the head, bouncing the head off of the turnbuckle. Huge. Alexis Knight's got Akira up. Slams her back down. Going for the cover. Rolls out of the ring. Jumps back down. She's got another kendo stick. Big forearm across the back. Throws her into the corner. Akira now with her first signs of offense in this match. She's got Alexis Knight up on the top rope. Alexis Knight fighting back. Akira kicks her back down. Drops the knees into the midsection of Alexis Knight. Huge rollover drop down onto the midsection. Then a leg drop from the middle rope. Going for the cover. Kick across the back. Leg drop from Akira. Going for the cover. Alexis Knight able to kick out at one. Akira's got the gator roll. Now trapping the head. Wrenching the neck back of Alexis Knight. Slamming the face back down. She's propping the face of Alexis Knight up with that foot. Huge kick from Akira. She's got her against the ropes. Flips her over the neck. Running into the rope. Huge kick from Akira. Stomping down on the chest. Alexis Knight's coming up to her feet. Akira throws her into the ropes one more time. Huge basement drop kick. She's grabbing that kendo stick. Alexis Knight with the fight now. She's got the back of Akira down onto her neck. Stomping down on the chest of Akira. Down onto the elbow. With the headlock. Drops her down on her neck. Stomping on the midsection. Akira makes her way to her feet. Bouncing the face of Akiri off that turnbuckle. Alexis Knight has been in complete control in this match. Huge forearm across the back with an elbow to the back of the head as well. She's got her up on her shoulders. Drops her back down. Alexis Knight going for the cover on Akiri. Akiri able to kick out at 1. Up to her feet. Alexis Knight with a huge punch to the face. Or Akiri with a huge punch to the face of Alexis Knight. Drops her down with a reverse DDT. Akiri calling Alexis Knight up to her feet. Huge kick. Alexis Knight rolls out of the ring. Akiri with that kendo stick once again. Working her way over. Alexis Knight with a huge punch. Akiri's got the hand trapped. Big elbow from Alexis Knight. She's got Akiri up on her shoulders. Spinning her around. Slams her back down. Up onto her shoulders. Huge facebuster off the side of the ring. Akiri's not moving. Alexis Knight calling her to her feet. She's got the arms trapped. Huge swinging DDT. Alexis Knight might have just won this championship, breaking the kendo stick across the leg of Akiri. Getting her back up to her feet. Looking to get her back into the ring. That is where she has to win this match. Now dragging Akiri closer to the middle of the ring so she can get this pinfall and get the win. Alexis Knight defeats Akiri and becomes your UCW Awakening Women's Champion. Because it's a modified match, I don't know if they're going to do the hand or the championship scene or any of that, but we will go in before Awakening ends and we will change all of that to where it needs to be, don't you worry. And our next match of the night is Shizuka versus Jaden for the UCW Hardcore Championship, or Women's Hardcore Championship. This is UCW Awakening. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe if you are new. Comment if you are interested in the action. We've got entrances turned off because the belts are being finicky. I've got to restart the game after the stream. Shizuka going for a springboard off the bottom rope, misses. Jaden throwing her into the corner. This is a last woman standing match as far as I know, ladies and gentlemen. Getting her up onto the middle rope, huge kick to the leg. Dropping the feet down onto the chest of Akiri. Jaden going outside, calling her to her feet. Up off the top rope, going for a drop kick. Akiri able to reverse. Or that's Shizuka, not Akiri. Akiri was the last match. That's not racist. I just got confused. Shizuka's got the collar and elbow tie up with Jaden. Got the head trapped. Wrenching the arms behind the neck. Looking to get more pressure on the neck of Jaden. She's got the arm trapped now. Giving up the headlock for the more dominant position. Keeping the arm trapped. Now putting the pressure on the shoulder blade. Jaden with a big punch to the gut. Able to fight out. Off that middle rope. Huge kick to the face to Shizuka. Stomping on the hand. Punches to the face from Jaden. Bouncing the face off of the mat. She's got a submission locked in. Wrenching the arm and head of Shizuka back. Big punches from Shizuka, able to fight out of the submission. Throws her into the ropes. Jumps over. Huge drop kick misses from Shizuka. Jaden with a double axe handle, able to counter very quickly. Shizuka with a counter of her own. Big kick to the midsection of Jaden. Gets her up on her shoulders. Slams her back down. The count begins. Shizuka looking to retain her UCW Women's Hardcore Championship. Jaden looking to take back what she believes is hers. UCW Awakening action. If you are new here, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Find it all on Sundays or on YouTube, uploaded Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, depending on what show you want to watch. UCW Dark, all the time. Jaden with another collar and elbow tie-up, picking up Shizuka, got her on the shoulders. Power slam. She's got Shizuka once again, working the arm, getting a little bit of payback for what Shizuka was doing earlier. Flips her over and drops her down on her shoulders. Jaden calls her up to her feet. Shizuka not in a good position. Catches the punch. Big kick to the back of the leg, then a kick to the face. Jaden spills down. Shizuka focusing her energy, getting ready for what could be a very long match. Only a 6 count for Shizuka. Flips her over. Going over to the corner, Shizuka. Jaden not looking very good. A 6 count. 7, 8. Only an 8 count. Jaden makes her way back up to her feet. Shizuka running over. Huge clothesline takes her out as soon as she stands back up. The count begins once again. Up to the middle rope. Big drop kick misses from Jaden. Forearm across the face from Shizuka. Big drop kick. Kick to the face. And another. Shizuka once again with a count. Jaden needs to get up to her feet. We are already at the count of 4. Seven. Only a 7 count. Shizuka jumping onto Jaden as soon as she starts to make her way back up to her feet. The count begins once again. Hello, Lloyd. How are you? A 5 count. Jaden needs to make her way back up to her feet. This is her one and only rematch clause. Only a count of 8. Jaden makes it back up. Running over Shizuka, takes her out with a reverse bulldog. Up onto the top rope. For the match that we've had, Jaden is not in the position to be goating. Only a 4 count for Shizuka. Makes her way back up to her feet. Misses the slap. Huge kick to the face from Shizuka to Jaden. Jaden might be asleep on that ring. Did you say in a minute because you haven't sent it, or are you saying in a minute because I'm streaming? I'm talking about what you sent to the group chat. Up to the middle rope. Count of 2 for Jaden. Once again, up at 4, off the middle rope. Huge kick to the face. Count of 3 for Jaden. Only 4. Shizuka makes her way back up to her feet. Takes Jaden out with a clothesline. Word. Yeah, I'll check it. Under the ring, Shizuka looking for something bad. Grabs a kendo stick. She's got her up on the shoulders. Slams her down. Jaden thinks that might be enough. Calling her to her feet. Shizuka with a huge drop kick sends Jaden back down into that corner. Up onto the middle rope. Shizuka thinks this might be enough. Jaden up to her feet. Takes her back down. Up to the middle rope. Only a count of 4, most likely, is what we have to come. Collar and elbow tie up. Big bulldog. Facebuster might have taken out Shizuka. Jaden might retain. Back up to her feet. Shizuka taking Jayden out once again. She's got the back of the head trapped. Bouncing the head of Jayden off the turnbuckle. Big punch to the face. Forearm across the back. Throws the shoulder into the corner. Going back under the ring once again. She's got another kendo stick. Taking it across the face of Jayden as she's draped in the corner. Another headshot with a kendo stick. And another. Shizuka looking to retain by any means necessary. Think she might have done enough this time. A count of 7 so far. Shizuka might have done. Jayden back up at 8. Neither of these women wanting to stay down. Takes her back down with a crossbody. Only a count of 1 so far. Shizuka seeming rather invincible, only taking 4 seconds to get back up to her feet the last few times she's hit the mat. These two women now looking to exchange blows. Huge cross from Jayden. Slap across the face, a punch to match it. Slap across the chest. A chop as well, then another. Big chop across the chest from Jayden. Shizuka telling her she wants more. Punch to the face. These two women are now throwing absolute blows at each other. Going at it. What's Jayden reaching for? It doesn't matter. Shizuka with a huge kick takes Jayden out. Back up to her feet. Jayden's dazed and confused. Off the middle rope. Another huge kick from Shizuka. Did she just retain her championship? If you're new, once again, welcome in, UCW. This is Awakening, our Monday night show. All shows stream on Sunday and are uploaded on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, depending on the show. Shizuka, Jayden makes it back up to her feet at the count of 9. Huge kick to the midsection. Kick across the back of the head, and then one and 2. She's got that kendo stick. A couple big ass kicks. That's Shizuka's whole thing, bro. She a Japanese kickboxer, and damn does she not let you forget it. She won the championship last week against Jayden, and it was insane, to be honest. Jayden with the DDT. Shizuka's bleeding. That DDT came out of absolutely nowhere. If Shizuka makes it past, if Jayden's able to get past 4 on Shizuka, it looks really good. Count of 6 so far. Shizuka hasn't moved. Up at 8. Punches to the face from Shizuka and a big kick to the face. She's headed into that corner. Count of 4 so far. Up to 8. Jade makes her way back up to her feet. Shizuka makes her way back into the ring. Huge neck breaker. This has been an insane UCW Awakening match. Count of 5 so far for Shizuka. 4 seconds away from retaining her UCW Women's Hardcore Championship. Jayden back up to her feet at the count of 8. Another really big kick from Shizuka. She picks up that kendo stick. Asking Jayden to get back up. Letting her know she's ready. 3 seconds away from retaining. 9, 10. Shizuka retains the UCW Women's Hardcore Championship. The belts are blank and I hate it. I gotta restart the game after this show. This has happened the last 2 streams for UCW Awakening and I hate it because some of the belts on this show are some of the best ones we've got. If you like what you see, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Join the Discord on Twitch. If you just do exclamation Discord, it'll pop up. Lloyd, if you're still in here, if you want to do that for me. This is our main event of UCW Awakening. Chaotic takes on Alexander Kelly in a one-on-one extreme no-holds-barred match. Thank you, Lloyd, for the UCW Heavyweight Championship. Or not heavyweight, hardcore. Chaotic making his way to it. Heel Hunter attacks him. If you remember, Chaotic won the belt from Heel Hunter last week. Heel Hunter seems to be quite accept about that. Security and the referee now trying to separate these two men so this match can begin. Alexander Kelly looking down at the carnage. Chaotic makes his way back up to his feet. Alexander Kelly looks real ready in the middle of the ring, obviously seeing the advantage that he's been handed. Chaotic with a huge knee to the face and then taking out Alexander Kelly. Stomping on the elbow. Now pressing down on the back of the head of Alexander Kelly, showing the attack from Heel Hunter had no effect on him. He's got him trapped, going for the roll-up, not even able to get a 1 count. Chaotic flips him over. Off the middle rope, drops him back down with the coffin drop. Going for the cover. Alexander Kelly kicks out at 1. Big chop across the chest. Huge punches to the midsection. Drop kick takes out Chaotic. Alexander Kelly calling him to his feet. Huge spear. Chaotic instantly making his way back up to his feet. Uranagi goes into a submission for Alexander Kelly. Chaotic fighting out. Big knees to the back of the head. Bounces the head of Alexander Kelly off of the turnbuckle. Elbow to the back of the head. Chaotic making his way back up to his feet. Throws him into the ropes. Drops down under. Once again goes under. He's got the arms trapped. Chaotic with a huge headbutt, able to reverse. Alexander Kelly's got him up on his shoulders. Samoan drop. Stomps down on the back of Chaotic. Off the ropes. Drops down onto him once again. This is UCW Awakening. If you're new, welcome in, welcome in. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, and comment. Get active in chat. Lloyd's a cool guy, so am I. Big kick to the midsection. Pile driver from Alexander Kelly. That might have been enough for Chaotic. Going for the pin. Able to kick out at 2. Catches the forearm. Drops him down. Going for the cover. Chaotic. Alexander Kelly able to kick out at 1. Off the middle rope. Coffin drop once again from Chaotic. Huge stunner from Alexander Kelly. He's going for the cover. Kicks out at 2. Chaotic still has life in him. Off the top rope. 5-star frog splash onto the back of Chaotic. He's getting up to his feet. Off the top rope. Huge clothesline takes out Chaotic. Alexander Kelly's got the head trapped. Stomping down on the head. Going for the cover. He's got the arm biting down on the fingertip of Chaotic. Up to the middle rope. Up to his feet. Chaotic trying to fight back. Alexander Kelly with a huge clothesline takes him out. Collar and elbow tie up. Throws him into the corner. Big elbow. Kick to the leg. Chaotic catches the kick to the midsection with a Pele kick to the back of the head of his own. Off the ropes. Cartwheel kick. Chaotic stomping down on the hand of Alexander Kelly. Big punch to the face, chop across the chest. He's got him up in a powerbomb position. Slams him back down. Alexander Kelly bounced twice from the impact of that. Catches the kick, big elbow to the knee. He's got the back of the head of Chaotic. Bounces his head off the turnbuckle. Scoop slam from Alexander Kelly. He's going up to the top rope. Calling him to his feet. Off the top rope, he misses. Chaotic able to reverse. He catches him by the neck. Huge choke slam from Chaotic. Calling his opponent up to his feet. Alexander Kelly is in a very dangerous position right now. Sister Abigail. 1, 2. Alexander Kelly able to kick out at 2. Sister Abigail is how Chaotic was able to win this championship, ladies and gentlemen. Now looking to get into the mind of his opponent, crawling across the ring to the very, very dilapidated Alexander Kelly. Can you imagine Alexander Kelly making his way up to his feet? Chaotic's got him once again, kissing the forehead. Alexander Kelly's bleeding. 1, 2. Alexander Kelly kicks out at 2. Making his way to his feet. Chaotic off the ropes. Huge Pele kick. Looking for anything to keep Alexander Kelly down. Up to the middle rope. 5-star frog splash. This has been absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. Throws him into the ropes. Alexander Kelly's got Chaotic out on the outside. Chaotic makes his way to his feet. Through the ropes. Alexander Kelly with 2 drops across the chest and a kick to the midsection. Big elbow to the face. Big punch across the face as well. Alexander Kelly showing fight. Chaotic with an elbow. He's got him up. Drops him down on the knee. Huge brogue kick to the face. He's getting Alexander Kelly up. Runs against the ropes. Went to drop the knees down onto Alexander Kelly. Huge kick to the face to Chaotic. Making his way to his feet. Alexander Kelly seems to have a plan. Onto the outside. He's looking for that springboard rollover. He gets the lariat. Calling Chaotic up to his feet. Throws him into the corner. Alexander Kelly with a scoop slam. He's going back up. Chaotic rolls into the corner, propping himself against those ropes. Looking for any type of support. Over the ropes. Alexander Kelly sends Chaotic spilling. Chaotic making his way back up to his feet. Alexander Kelly meeting him. Throwing him back into the ring. Chaotic goes between the ropes. Alexander Kelly with a huge stunner. Going for the cover. Alexander Kelly is your new UCW Hardcore Champion. But what's this? Heel Hunter's coming back out to the ring. Chaotic seems to be beside himself because he lost his championship, blaming Heel Hunter. Chaotic seems to have some plans and words of his own for Heel Hunter. Chaotic and Heel Hunter dangerously close to each other. The ref trying to separate these two men before it can happen, but it's erupting. Punches across the face. Robert Turner from UCW World Class has even come out. Heel Hunter taking the fight to Chaotic. What an absolute crazy way to end UCW Awakening. To recap tonight's action, we've had Keith versus Ryan Davis, where Ryan Davis retained his worldwide championship. We had Eric and Kurt Irons take on Travis Troy and Angus Wade, where Travis Troy and Angus Wade emerged victorious. Bruce Scarlett took on Owen Draven in what was just a backstage brawl but became a sanctioned UCW Awakening match. Akiri Uemoto lost her UCW Women's Hardcore Championship to Alexis Knight, or Women's Championship to Alexis Knight. Shizuka retains her UCW Women's Hardcore Championship, and Alexander Kelly became the UCW Hardcore Champion. We're going to go in and change those championships to where they need to be now, and actually give everybody a chance to look at the belts they didn't get to see. Chaotic is no longer your UCW Hardcore Champion. That is Alexander Kelly. And Akiri Uemoto lost to Alexis Knight, your new UCW Women's Champion. And there are the belts, ladies and gentlemen. The game is kind of bunk sometimes and messed up and didn't show the belts tonight. So there they are. Make sure to stay tuned